What's up, guys? The Civil War trailer is finally freaking here. I celebrated my 94th birthday before it got here. Me and Soups over here had the cake, but let's stop wasting time. Let's dive in. Let's take a look at this trailer. So take a close look, things you might have missed. This scene from Ant-Man, straight out of the post-credit scene.
Do you remember me?
If you remember from the post-credit scene of Ant-Man, they said that they're looking for help, and Steve Rogers wants to call Iron Man. The Accords won't let him do it, and Mackie, his Sam Wilson, the Falcon, says, "I know a guy," in reference to Ant-Man. Very exciting stuff. This is likely after the Accords were enacted because of that line. You can't see that from this trailer, but we saw it in that post-credit scene. You're a wanted man. Okay, this explosion. What's going on here? Now, I've heard talks that this explosion is Crossbones is what replaces that New Warriors explosion from the comics, which really kicks off the Civil War. This looks like kind of like a UN type deal. Is this what starts the whole thing, and they think that Bucky is responsible, and that's why Iron Man's going for Bucky, and Captain America's defending him? I think so.
I don't do that anymore. Well, the people who think you did are coming right now.
Hey, wait. Let's take a look here. You guys see this guy in the background? Who's this guy? This is Crossbones, played by Frank Grillo. Last time we saw him, he was all burnt up. Well, here he is, and he is here for Bucky, and he is not playing around. At least the way the trailer has made things look, he's here for Bucky.
They're not planning on taking you alive.
Polite. They're in Germany with that language. Cap doing what Cap does best, kicking some German butt. That jump looks epic. Sweet jacket, Bucky. Sweet arm. I hope you land on it. Wait a second. Let's take a look and see if we notice anything here. Anything cool in this Marvel credits, studios? Wait a second. What was that? Is that Miss Marvel? Just a thought. Thaddeus Ross, you remember him from 2008's Incredible Hulk. We haven't seen him since. William Hurt is back. This guy goes on to become the Red Hulk in the comics. Is he going to do it in the movie? I don't know, but you remember him, the Incredible Hulk, that movie that Ed Norton played the Hulk in? Yeah, that's continuity.
There are some who prefer the word vigilante.
There he is, William Hurt. Thaddeus is back, old Thunderbolt.
You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something.
The Sokovia Accords. Now, who's he giving it to? Scarlet Witch, I'm going to guess. Look at those hands. Lots of rings, black nail polish, raggedy long sleeves. Looks like the Sokovia Accords are being handed to Scarlet Witch. And the Sokovia Accords are probably going to be the equivalent to the Registration Act, as it says here. Framework for the Registration Act, deployment. So yeah, this is the Registration Act. This is William Hurt's Thaddeus Ross explaining this to everybody. Cap is not happy about it.
Bucky needs you. Stay out of this one, please.
You know he's not going to stay out of it, Scarlet. Stop it. I would listen to her.
Saying you'll arrest me?
She said anything. But
There will.
this looks like a little bit after that scene coming up where he chases Black Panther down. It looks like he gets cornered here, but we'll get to that in a second.
Captain, you seem a little defensive. Well, it's been a long day.
Now, is that the very beginning of the movie, or is this the very end of the movie where they're going to have a crazy showdown? Because this could go either way, really. Cap's very defensive. He's guarded to Iron Man. He knows Iron Man is there to get him, but I think he's there to get Bucky. Personally, I think this is not far from that other scene. But here they are handing over their equipment because of the Registration Acts. Falcon isn't happy. Cap's looking at somebody, but there's something in this scene we have to take a look at. That's more important than that. Sharon Carter and Martin Freeman. Boom, Sharon Carter. We've met her before, and Martin Freeman's character, who we don't know much about, but we can see he's not on Cap's side, and Cap is grilling him as a result. Continuing.
I can't accept limitations. We're no better than bad guys. That's not the way I see it.
I do think it's kind of odd that Stark is very suddenly on the side of the government after really being against it, but I guess he's feeling the repercussions of creating Ultron, which might be enough to sway your opinion. This can't come soon enough.
Make sure we consider all our options. These people that shoot at you usually wind up shooting at me too.
If you haven't seen The Night Before with Anthony Mackie, I totally recommend it. Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The action in this just looks awesome, okay? the action here. What's going on here? Cap's just kicking some random guy's butt.
You really want to punch your way out of this?
Now, I don't think they're looking at each other in this necessarily. I mean, this is a big airport scene. Maybe these are the same places, but I think they're there to get Black Panther. Maybe all of them together. Because if you look at it, I mean, you got Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch down here running for their lives. And then there's Black Panther, of course. Now, if you don't know who Black Panther is, what are you doing here? No, I'm just kidding. He's the leader of Wakanda. We saw Wakanda for the first time in Avengers: Age of Ultron, and he's played by Chadwick Boseman. He's obviously a pretty enhanced person. He's fast, man. And in this next scene, you see him running. You see him drop kicking the Winter Soldier there. But here, right here, yeah, that right there, that's Black Panther running at the speed of cars, man, and it looks epic. And Bucky's fleeing too. Cap's ripped. Cap is so jacked he can hold a helicopter in place. Casual. Winter Soldier, Bucky going straight for Iron Man's arc reactor. Big moment.
Sorry, Tony.
He knows the power source.
You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
And it looks right here like he got War Machine's arc reactor. It looks like he ripped it right out. So I'm going to assume that it was Bucky who ripped it out with his metal arm, because I know Cap is a super soldier, but I don't know if he's strong enough to just rip the arc reactor out of a suit. But yeah, this looks just like the cover of Iron Man 515 from 2011. I own this comic book, and that was the first thing I thought of when I saw this scene with the apparent dead James Rhodes. Is he actually dead? Who knows? That'd be a crazy reveal for a trailer.
But he's my friend. So was I.
The feels. Just all the feels. This is the most epic action. I can't wait. Captain America, Civil War. Hey, if I missed something, let me know in the comment section. Send it to me on Twitter at BrandonDavisBD. If you have any questions, I'd love to talk about this with you. So yes, hit me up on Twitter. That's the best way to get a response. I check that all the time. And make sure you follow Comicbook.com on Twitter at comicbook. So for more news, interviews, clips, we got the trailer on here. You'll get it first right here on our channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I pointed out a few things for you. See you later.
You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend. So was I.